All right, what are the 3 things that I tell myself if I was back in my 20s? I'm 42 years old now, and I've only been in real estate for 6 years, and really the last 2 years is when I've been like this, where I went from having 0 units to 690 units. Actually, in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna go sign another contract to buy another apartment building, so I'll be over 700 units. So, in 2 years, I went over 700 units, over $50 million worth of property. What would I tell myself as a 20-year-old to hurry up and do it quicker? Okay, so this is what I would do. Number 1, I would actually tell myself from day 1 to fix my mindset, right? Get rid of my limited beliefs, like my self-limiting beliefs. Just, I can't do this, or I can't do that, or that's for those kind of people, or whatever it is, whatever thought process is limiting you. I would try to get rid of it as quickly as possible, right? I remember driving down the road when I was in my 20s, and I would see a building there. I'd be like, wow, somebody owns that building. And I never thought to myself, like, hey, you know what? I could own that building. Like, it just wouldn't connect, right? Because I had self-limited beliefs. I never believed that I can actually go and own that particular building, right? I saw a Ferrari driving down the street, and I'd be like, man, it must be nice to own that Ferrari, right? And I would think like, oh, someday, right? But it was never a reality in my mind. Like, I never saw myself in that Ferrari driving that exotic car, whatever car it would be, right? I really never connected. So that's one of the things I would change right away, is my mindset and my limited belief system in myself. Just get rid of that from day 1, because then you have no ceiling. Okay. Number 2, I would start hanging out with people who are aligned with what I believe in, with what I want to do. I wasted so much time hanging out with the wrong people, doing the wrong things. Probably, they're not bad people, but, we just weren't aligned, right? We had the same limited beliefs. It's like the blind leading the blind, right? Some of them did really, really well in business, things like that. It's awesome. But, I really wanted to push myself a lot further. So I wish I would have started hanging out with people who were going that way. I think I did pretty good, but I really didn't really start doing it to maybe 2 or 3 years ago. That's really when I started pushing on that, right? If you're not talking about success, if you're not talking about money, it's funny. It's like a taboo, right? Don't talk about money in the United States, right? You go to China, they all talk about money. It's like a big subject, like, yeah, you talk about money, right? So, and it's funny because the people here in the States that actually talk about money are the ones that have money, okay? So you got to connect and hang out with people that are going to help you get where you need to go. And I say that all the time. It's very, very important. So I would have aligned myself, networking, connecting with folks, just, doing whatever I could to be part of something, right? Even if I had to sweep, if I had to shovel shit, whatever I had to do, but just to get in the room. If the room is too big for me to be in there, at least get in the room and serve water, right? I read that quote somewhere. If you can't get in the room, do whatever you can. If you have to serve water to be in there, serve damn water, right? If you got to, pick up dishes, but you get yourself in a big room like that with some big heavy hitters, do whatever you need to do to get in rooms like that, because that'll change your life. Number 3, probably the 3rd thing I would have never done, I would have never dated this girl named Amber. That was terrible. No, I just can't say that. Hopefully my wife doesn't watch this. Honey, I never dated a girl named Amber. That just came to my mind. All right, so just make that point fast. So number 3 is don't overthink it, right? Don't get analysis paralysis, right? You actually got to do something about it, right? You change your mindset. You're hanging out with folks. Now you got to take that chance. You got to take that leap. You got to take that leap, right? You got to go ahead and take action. You got to make something happen. Don't procrastinate. Don't overthink it. Don't think you need to know every single thing about something before you actually start doing it, right? Just go ahead and just start to do it. You're in your 20s. You have so much room to fail. Like, you can fail every year in your 20s, and don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Okay, you can go $1 million in debt every year in your 20s. Go for it, right? It's probably terrible advice, but I don't really care, because eventually you'll break through, right? You just keep at it. You just keep at it. You just keep at it. Eventually, you're gonna break through. You're gonna break through. You got to take some action. Most people out there that are successful, right, aren't debt free. They have millions and millions of dollars worth of debt, millions, right? So there's good debt, there's bad debt, and I'll make another video about that some other time. But yeah, I can say you get $1 million in debt every year in your 20s, and you're still gonna make money, and you'll still be a millionaire. Yes, you can do that, right? I owe millions of dollars in loans, but my assets are way more than what I owe. So people say, well, you owe millions of dollars, so it doesn't matter, but I own millions of dollars, okay? Take action, right? That's the biggest thing you need to do is you take action. After you do, you fix your mindset and you start networking, actually take some action. Again, come partner with somebody, do something tell somebody I'll do whatever it takes. If you want to buy an apartment building for say, and you want to say, hey, look, I'll live in that apartment building for a year to make sure the whole construction goes well. I'll give you guys daily updates. I'll eat ramen soup, whatever it is, but it gets you in a project like that. It opens the door to unlimited possibilities. And I'm just talking about real estate, right? There's a lot of other kind of businesses out there. There's technology business, there's startups. There's a lot of ways to make money out there, not just in real estate, right? But in business in general. Change your mindset. Number 2, go ahead and network with the right people. Hang around people who are winners. People who are winners, one of my favorite quotes is, hang out with winners so your wins don't sound like you're bragging, right? So when you say, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I made this, I made that, I raised this money, I did this, everybody's cheering you on. Yeah, I'm going to be envious of you, but not envious like jealous, but like, man, I want to be like him, right? I want to be like you, right? You raised $10 million this past weekend for a big project. Heck, I want to be like you. Yeah, I envy that. I covet that, right? Whoever said coveting is bad, it's not bad. Like, I want that, but let's do it in a good way. Let's not do it in a bad way, right? I want to have what you have, but let's strive together and let's do it, and not in a malicious way, okay? And that's good because it drives you. It gives you energy and it makes you want to step going up, up, up every single step of the way. So don't forget, change your mindset, network, and then take action. And you should be able to overcome your 20s into your 30s. If you start early enough in your 20s, I'm telling you, you can make a million mistakes and you'll be all right.